ENTJ, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to make an app this stream that can take a prompt and turn it into an SVG animation, or find one that already exists. But yeah, thanks for voting, guys. Looks like animation's probably gonna win it. That one's pretty exciting too. It's a tool I would use myself. It's like prompt to animation. So it's like I could be like, I don't know, 3 light bulbs going into a database, and it'll give me the code in an SVG format to do this. I kind of saw someone else doing this on Twitter. Who was it? It was Exo Labs. Here, this. So this was made using SVG. At least the side on the right was made with SVG animations. So I don't know, something similar like that. It would probably require some research, but yeah. Suraj says there, are there any alternatives in the market? For which product? The SVG animation? The first thing you pretty much want to do for a project is research. As Suraj asked, are there any alternatives? Or anything that already exists? That's always a good point to start. Although it can limit your creativity if you get inspired by other ideas. It could stop you from thinking of another way to do it. That is one potential downside, but I don't think that'll happen. So I like using Perplexity for search, and I've also been trying DeepSeek. They have their own search thing, and I've heard ChatGPT search is actually free now. It wasn't before. Let's put all 3 of them to the test, shall we? But we're going to ask the same thing. It's like, we're going to go pro mode. Find software that can take a natural language prompt and turn it into an animation, probably using SVGs or web animation frameworks, something like that. All right, boom, Perplexity's off, and then DeepSeek has a search as well. Boom. All right, all 3 of them are searching now. Perplexity says Animator AI, Apple's Keyframer isn't public, Steve.ai, SVGator, 2 prompts, Runway ML. I think this does videos. Okay. And then ChatGPT says, okay, ChatGPT did search. They said Keyframer, Mo++, or Runway as well. Not particularly what I want. What does DeepSeek say? Keyframer as well. Okay, just like Perplexity. This looks like what we want. Keyframer. Deep SVG. Oh, uses deep learning to generate and manipulate SVG animations. Well, it doesn't use natural language prompts. It uses a framework. We could kind of use something that uses a framework and then build the natural language thing on top of it. Potentially GUI AI, natural language to keyframes. Okay. And see how it is. So both Perplexity and DeepSeek Search suggested Keyframer. Oh, it's available on GitHub. Let's have a look at this. So Apple made one. Empowering animation design using LLMs. Okay, Apple. Let's have a look at their website.
We present Keyframer, an AI-powered animation prototyping. With Keyframer, users can animate a 2D static SVG image by entering a natural language prompt. We use GPT-4 to generate CSS animation code to fulfill the user request. Users can edit generated designs either by editing the code directly or using dynamically generated UI for updating animation properties.
It seems like you need to provide a starting SVG for this, if I'm not wrong, which isn't really what I want. I wish they had a hosted demo as well. That would have been a lot nicer. I don't really want to install it. Using Keyframer. Keyframer takes an SVG image and uses GPT to generate animation CSS. Okay. Yeah, just like I guessed, it looks... I'd prefer something to create the SVG from scratch using icons and stuff. That's kind of what I want. Unfortunately, this isn't quite what I want. Okay, so next up we have Deep SVG. Let's check out that one.
In this video, we're presenting Deep SVG, a generative network for images in vector graphics format, creating animations by interpolating between 2 user-drawn keyframes, even manipulating SVGs in a semantically meaningful way by adding latent directions. Our code is available on GitHub, which additionally includes a demographical user interface.
They don't really have text to image. It's a bit annoying. Alright, we'll just note this here anyway. GUI.ai animation generator. Oh, natural language. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at this. Honestly, I'm really liking DeepSeek's search. Natural language focuses on 3D models. Not particularly what I want, but we're going to have a quick look at this because it sounds interesting. Wow, that's pretty sick. So do you upload a rigged animation? Yeah, you upload, a rigged model, and then you can prompt how it should animate. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. Make the archer walk forward with the correct animation. Pretty sick. I actually was kind of wondering if something like this exists. It's pretty low key, only has 17 stars. Whale fishing LLM animation. What are some, I'm going to search now for what are some web SVG animation frameworks. And then we can try building a tool that just generates a code that uses a framework. It probably would make something easier. Anime.js, snap.svg, greensock, vivus, svg.js, mo.js. Lottie is one I've heard of, but I think, yeah, it's like an After Effects thing. These all could be pretty good. I kind of want, like, what is the most popular and best for diagrams? Let's search that. I wonder if it keeps the context, probably. This one's cool, but it doesn't look as performant. Is that right? Oh, it says high performance. CSVG morphing, that's pretty cool. Motion paths and physics-based, GPU acceleration, advanced timeline. That's pretty cool. What is this tech stack I'm using? I haven't actually started building it yet, but it'll be some kind of web tech stack. I think, like, if we can do it in vanilla JS, that would be awesome. Svelte is the best front-end framework, says Nick. This GSAP seems really good, but let's just get straight into building it, I think. So I'm going to compare websim with Bolt and Lovable. Wait, Bolt, what's the bolt.new? Right, bolt.new and lovable.dev. Okay. Now Bill says GSAP is the most popular. Okay, good. Thanks for the web app that takes natural language prompt and uses OpenRouter API to create code and renders animations on the web. So I'm going to give that to Lovable code to render animations on the web. OpenRouter API example, and then give it fetch. All right, we're going to give the exact same prompt to Lovable, websim, and bolt.new. I think I might have to sign up for bolt.new, or sign in at least, which is really sick. Damn, look at websim so fast. That was websim. I think Lovable is going to take a little bit more time. So the cool thing about websim is it creates it in like vanilla JavaScript, HTML, all in one file. Whereas Lovable and Bolt will make a whole React project and stuff. Okay, Lovable has also made, oh wow, this is nice. Look at that. Okay, so this is Lovable AI animation generator. This is websim AI animation generator. They're probably both using Sonnet. Websim kind of is default. Okay, Lovable, Bolt, and websim. Off the bat, I like Lovable's UI the most, I think. It's very centered, padding is nice. I like the purple on black. I like dark theme. Bolt looks really good too. They got the icon on the generate. Really good. Everything's nicely centered. Nice thing as well. Nice shadow. Websim probably looks the worst because this text area is poking out a bit, but it's not too bad. Otherwise, feature-wise, they all look kind of the same. Bolt doesn't have a canvas, but that doesn't really matter at the start. I mean, all we need is the text input. So I guess we'll test them all with a very simple prompt. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think it'll work first try, first prompt, 0 shot? I think definitely not because, I mean, we didn't even give it an API key. So there's no way for it to call the OpenRouter. So I guess you can kind of blame that on me. I didn't give us an input field for us to give the OpenRouter API key. But it is something that like a very smart person would know to put. It should, because I mean, obviously it won't work without an API key, but Okay, peak content, not gonna lie. Aw, thanks, Plum. Have I tried v0? Yes, I have. Actually, good idea. Let's do v0 as well. Let me give the exact same prompt to v0. Lazy said, I use Lovable and Bolt a lot. Lovable kills. It does a great job and even mentions refactoring when code gets long. Amazing. Yeah, Lovable seems really cool because they also have all the integrations like Superbase. I think actually Bolt has Superbase now, but Lovable also has like Stripe and stuff that makes it like a bit easier to integrate with that. Drew says, does Lovable take a long time to learn? I don't think so. Like, theoretically, you should just be able to talk to it like you're talking to any human. Realistically, there's probably a lot of things you'll have to, like, figure out little tricks and tips, but I think it should be pretty easy to do trial and error and learn them. Oh, there we go. Oh, sweet. That's v0 there. Okay. So, apparently we have to make a project to be able to add environment variables. And we're going to go to openrouter/keys to create openrouter key so I can put it in all these platforms. Let's try all of these. I bet none of them will work. As I said, I didn't give my openrouter API key to any of these, but let's just say like a red ball bouncing cannot read properties undefined of 0. I'm going to say add an input field so we can place our openrouter API key. Also better handle errors. I'm going to say that to this. Let's see if after I put in the API key, okay, it's still loading. Let's see if this works. No errors. Red ball bouncing. Invalid or unexpected token. Oh, it does give the error here. Alright, I'm going to give that the error. For this one, I think this will probably not work as well. Let's see, this is bolt.new. Failed to generate animation as suspected. Does this like capture errors? Failed to generate animation. We probably need an input field to put in the openrouter API key. Let's see. Okay, same issue with Lovable. Alright, what about v0? This one actually has my API key. Red ball bouncing. Let's see. Nice. One button fix with v0. Awesome. That's what they should all have. Lovable should have that as well. I think it's because I was in the new. Alright, websim again. A red ball bouncing. Let's see. Come on. Come on, v0. Hey! Oh, shit! Dude, we got something kind of working. Alright, shout out websim. In 3 prompts. With 3 prompts, we got a very basic AI animation generator. Hell yeah. And this is all in one single HTML JavaScript file. So I could host this as a static web app, not have to pay for any servers pretty much. It'll just be like, I don't know, like 2 megabyte max. My API key, red ball bouncing. Come on, Bolt. Bolt doesn't have a like an error capturing thing very well. I'm gonna keep giving, like, I'm not gonna give up on Bolt yet. We'll give it that error. Let's see how Lovable goes. Red ball bouncing. Nice! Lovable working as well. Okay. That just proves Lovable is better than Bolt. What about v0? Give v0 one more prompt as well. But yeah, so far, honestly, Lovable did it in 2 prompts. websim did it in 3. So yeah, shout out to Lovable. That's pretty sick. websim the goat. Yeah, I love websim. Websim, like, there's beauty in the simplicity, especially with these large language models. Like, the smaller context and the simpler you make the problem, the more likely you're going to get a better result. I'm going to give Bolt and v0 one more try. If this doesn't work, we're giving up on Bolt and v0. Got an animation description, but no animation rendering. At least there's no error this time, but unfortunately, Mr. Bolt, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Alright, what about v0? Oh, I didn't address the error yet. Okay, this is v0's last attempt. What I do love about Bolt, though, that none of these other tools have, is it's open source. That makes Bolt amazing. And the fact that we have like Bolt.diy and all these forks of Bolt, that is great. So shout out to StackBlitz for making Bolt open source. That is really cool. That is really cool. Shout out to them. No, v0 failed as well. Okay, we're left with Lovable and websim. Red ball bouncing, amazing. Now, what should our next test be? I want to do icons. So I want to. What's a kind of a gear icon rotating? Let's try that. Gear icon rotating. Can it do icons? Very close. They're very similar. This is Lovable. This doesn't look anything like a gear icon. I think they tried to create it from scratch with SVG, which is pretty interesting. And then this one is a websim. This one actually kind of looks like a gear, although I would love it if they could actually use like imported icons from like Font Awesome. That would be awesome. Hold on, let me have a look at Font Awesome. Do they have icons like Microsoft and stuff? Is Font Awesome the best icon library? Guys, if you know the answer to that question, what is the best like font library? Let's see, Microsoft. Yeah, okay, they do. Okay, Font Awesome. I think Font Awesome's the best, right? Anyone know? Lazy Animator does similar, deserves more love. Oh shit, I didn't see that. What is Lazy Animator? Let's be fair and give these both the same prompt here. We're gonna say, how do we say this? Make it so that we can use Font Awesome icons in the animation. Import whatever scripts necessary, and also include in the prompt to use Font Awesome icons when applicable. I don't know if applicable is the right word here, but the closest one I can think of. Just one last question about Lovable. Can you link data from external platforms via API? Yes, definitely. You definitely can. Hugging Face Def has text to animation. Text to animation. Fast animate. This is Animate Diff, which is kind of like a video gen. I don't think it's kind of... I want like SVG generation. It's going to be much faster and cheaper. Let's just go red ball bouncing. I could be wrong. I mean, space doesn't even work, so... Alright, let's do Microsoft icon bouncing. Or rotating. Okay. Do the same here. Microsoft icon rotating. Bro, what is this? It's so big! Oh, we got the Microsoft icon here. Microsoft icon. Okay, let's make it so at 15 pixels rotating. Also, I wonder what, I think it's only using GP, it's only, what model is it using? Yeah, it's using 3.5 Turbo because that was in the example. So if we told it to use like Sonnet, it would have been much better. What is that? That looks like a globe. Oh my god. Yeah, we should not be. Enable, wait, here's what we do. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. We go into the docs. There is the model. We're gonna say enable the user to be able to select models by calling the API openrouter.ai/API designer models and have a autocomplete drop down text input to select models. The expected response, and then we'll give it the response as well. Because right now we're using GPT 3.5 and that shit is not very smart. No, Lovable's under heavy load. Please try again. Lazy Animator.ai. Thank you, Vision. I appreciate you. Let me check this out. Ooh. Oh, wow. This is so good. Oh my god, I've been looking for this my whole life. What? Dude, thank you, Vision. What the hell? How is it so hard to find this? Pedram! Thank you for the follow. Wait, make an animation of the Microsoft icon going into a trash icon. Let's sign up. I'm gonna type it again. Make an animation of the Microsoft icon going into a trash. Here we go. This is sick. Prompt of the year. Wow. Wow. Wow, dude. Lazy, man. I don't even need to make this app anymore. Well, it depends on their pricing. People using it. But wow, that's amazing, dude. Shout out to Vision for sharing that. Yeah, there's only 60 people on their Discord. This is so good. And look at all the templates. All right, let's take one of their templates. Like, look at this, man. TikTok growth. And then you can give it like change the title TikTok growth to like PP size growth, and make the colors from red to purple. You can continuously prompt. Jump on Discord and you get some free credits. How do you see how many credits you have? Oh, it didn't take my feedback. You can even upload images. Dude, that's sick. What is it? What can you export as video or GIF? Wow. Wow, they even have responsive mobile and desktop mode. Alright, let's just say make the color scheme lighter and brighter. For some reason, my feedback on the prompts isn't working. Maybe this one will work. Maybe like saw me say PP and it was like, this is banned. You can't do PP. It's against the rules. Oh yeah, okay, that worked. So I guess it probably didn't like my PP comment, but wow, man, that's awesome. I mean, I spent all this time trying to make one, but so look, if I set the same thing, we're gonna do. This is the one I made on websim, and I mean, just the fact that I'm able to make something similar. And all right, look, we have our model picker now. Let's use Claude Beta. Why are we getting a description? I mean, why not? I guess Microsoft icon going into the trash bin icon. Unfortunately, this broke, so I'm gonna give websim the error. Hopefully, you can fix it. Lovable. I heard you talking about Lovable, but what's your opinion on Cursor? Yeah, Cursor is great. I think Cursor for most people, Cursor is like for most software developers, I think Cursor is the best tool. It's the most user friendly and most powerful. Personally, I like Ada and Klein. They're both open source, and Klein used to be more powerful than Cursor. It had like the CLI stuff, but now Cursor has agentic mode, so it should be just as good. Well, I guess we have what we want. Lazy Animator. This is awesome. Yeah, shout out to Vision. I'm gonna send this to my video editor because this will probably save him a lot of time. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean we made a pretty decent MVP of what I wanted, AI prompt thing. So yeah, but I think like going forward, I'll probably just use Lazy Animator because it seems a lot better. But I don't know, I might actually finish this websim thing and just host it online because it won't really cost me anything and people can play around with it. I might even make it open source. TLDR, we tried to make a prompt to animation website, and then we found Lazy Animator. Shout out to Vision, which kind of does what I wanted really well. We did make our own kind of prototype with WebSim, but it was a very basic prototype compared to what Lazy Animator is. So going forward, I might use that, but I also said that I might just host. Where's my? Okay. And then you give a prompt. So let's say a yellow ball and a red ball rotating. Wait, bouncing. I know this one worked. The bouncing ball seems to be a really simple prompt that works. And it'll generate it, and there we go. We have a red and oops, you guys can't see that very well. And there we go. We have a red and yellow ball bouncing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna host this right now for you guys, and make it open source. So we're gonna go view source. No, we're gonna go download. Look at this. It's a 7 kilobyte HTML file that handles everything. I'm gonna open a new repository so it's open source for everyone to be able to use. How do we do that? Actually, I'm going to call it index.html because I think that'll work. Prompt to animation uses LLMs to create SVG animations. Public repository create. And then we're going to put in index.html here. And index.html. Now let's see how hard is this to host. Hopefully you could do it really easily on Cloudflare. We're gonna check that out real quickly. Give me a sec to log in. Add a page, Cloudflare page. Burgers and pages. Create page. Connect to Git. Okay, let's create a new one. Pages. We're just gonna upload the asset this time. Where is my assets? Oh, it needs to be a folder. Fortunately, it just adds a little bit of complexity. There we go. Okay. Prompt animation. Deploy. Okay, success. There we go. Okay. Sweet, and I can add that in the README. Boom. Awesome, guys. So now you can play with this if you want. Just a little thing. You can also, it's open source. But if you want a really good one, of course, lazyanimator.ai seems really good. Shout out to them. All right. For what do I use Cloudflare for? Hosting backend. Is the security better than Versal? Yeah, I think so. I think Cloudflare security is like known to be the best out of everything. Pretty much. Today, I'm trying to do, okay, so every Tuesday around this time, I'm trying to do a small project. Today's project was this AI animation generator. I'll give you a quick demo. You put in your OpenRouter API key here, and you give a small animation prompt. So I don't know, let's say a yellow triangle on the floor and a red circle bouncing to the right of the triangle. And this is currently using GPT 3.5, so it's not too smart, but I'm gonna maybe change it so it uses a smarter model. But there we go. Look, we have our yellow triangle and red circle. Think you tried. You copy it, make it non-open source, and launch it on product.com. Yeah, do it, man. Solo. All the power to you. Like, I'm here, open source. I didn't say MIT license, but I probably should. Which means you can use it however you want. MIT license. How do you spell license? Like that. There you go. There you go. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.